बारे में बताएं प्लीज. Over to you, ma'am.
I'm Dr. Aruna, and I come from from an army background family, and born and brought up into that environment. और अभी मैं फिलहाल I'm settled in Bangalore, and I'm an educationist as my profession, and I'm into the education sector, where I have played all the roles like as a teacher, as an academic coordinator, as a principal of ICSE and CWSIR schools, and also been into as an academic head and regional director of schools, where I was handling 12 schools, 10 to 12 schools under my purview. So where that gave me a lot of exposure, and because of my passion towards education, I've not diverted. Yes, in between I diverted a bit. When I got into HSBC, there was in the back end of this I did, but then that did make me stick there because my passion was always towards education side. So that is how, and yes, I am like, I have 2 children, and I'm a grandmom of my 2 loving granddaughters.
Good.
So I have a son and a daughter. Yes, my daughter is a psychologist. My son is also into medical transcription. So this is a brief about me, and climbing up the ladder with education. Yes, many laurels, and where I am like against paid awards, going to pay and then get the awards. But luckily, I'm very proud to say that got some laurels on basis of criteria. Like even if you get 5 out of 7 or 6 out of 7, you feel proud because you're judged by the criteria and what you have done into education sector. So this is how a little bit of my background, and I've been like into many platforms on national and international conferences as a speaker too. And here at present, I am working on for 2-3 different projects, and I have my own venture, which is, I should say, a startup.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm just starting it up, and I mean, it is like 2017 I started, but it was all a one-woman show actually. Nobody was there with me, but I made that, I didn't need to do something. So I started, and I used to do projects, but right now, it is taking up a bit of shape. Yes.
So it was great to hear all that.
This is a brief about me to be saying so.
So, would you like to tell us more about your startup? Like, what type of it is? What type of startup it is actually?
Yeah, it is again into education sector. Okay, and as per what right now the national education policy says, like we need to enhance more on the vocational courses, more onto the teacher training courses, and all the where it has to reach to the grass level route to the children and plus the teachers until unless we train. So I'm into teacher training. The USB of my organization is teacher training actually. Okay, and yes, because that if the teacher is trained in a very strong manner in what they need and what do they require, then definitely they would be imparting very good knowledge, or the lessons, or imparting the whatever the subjects they are delivering would be much more effective, and the children would not be looking out for. And I'm concentrating more on the teachers themselves make as researchers, or more into self-learning.
More into research.
Because some of them don't get time to self-learn. So this is the process that I have designed. It is like you get to know what is your weakness. You get to know where you are lacking on these particular criteria, like classroom management, like research. You are not able to. You will get your the report, and then you have to work on yourself. And how do you work, and from whom you need to? That is where we come into picture, and we do the need-based analysis, and then we start training the teachers. And it is like a year long with an online assessment, and we take the beginning and the end. So after the training, how much the teacher has done. So my company totally is based on these aspects. When we talk about into cluster, we have a cluster under one organization. Okay, it is like Harvest Education Transformation Solutions. What is the name of my organization? Which is registered under MSME as well. Okay, and once it is like, you know, students programs, teacher academic programs we have, and then we have parenting, you know, it is not, you know, it is again divided into many, because nowadays you find there are many single parents who really are finding it difficult. How would they handle it? And especially when it comes to women, I am always towards the, you know, making them more confident, giving that you know, boost to them, that yes, you can do it.
You can.
So that is where I am you know, focusing on as well. And reviving of the schools, because many schools become stagnant and then they don't know why is it not growing. There is a gap. They don't know. So that is where you know, my solution is there with us. The solution is there with us. So that is the name what I have mentioned. And at the same time, we have the safety skills. I mean, safety of the school. We have trained, experienced staff, where we give them, you know, how the safety of the school should be on priority basis, and that too at this juncture, whether it is with the pandemic or whether it is any other safety when it happens.
Okay.
Yes, so all the health and your fire safety, you could be, you know, the many abuses that is happening, all these have to be taken care in all the schools. So we cover up that as well. And yes, we are starting up with the vocational courses, where you know, sometimes what happens, it is there in the papers, you know, as per NEP, it is there.
It is there. It has been there.
It has been there, but it is just reframed a bit, and then we want to again check it out. But then how actually ground level it has been implemented in all schools. So that is where we also have tied up with a couple of you know, who provide vocational courses, and any school is interested, we barge in and we said, this is what we provide, and this is my startup, and I'm so happy just to share.
It was good to hear.
We also have the trained experts who go to schools and do, but it is, we are just, you know, we've got all like-minded people. And the best part I would like to share with anybody, you know, even women who want to, you know, who are into it, you don't wait for an office, don't wait for, you know, any of the this thing, you know, you just need to do, you have a focus, you just need to do it. Because I don't have any office, but I have contacted, you know, many schools, I've done it on my own. So now it is like many people are coming in.
Would you like to tell us more about challenges on, you know, us, how you have faced them and how you have overcome them?
Yeah, there are many. My life is not a cakewalk, to be very frank. It is. I've been a single parent, though. You know, and I joined, you know, I came into education sector. Believe it or not, when I was like 12th fail, okay, and yes, I was actually 12th fail, and then there was a need, you know, which brought me to the job where I was dreaming like I want to be a, you know, a housewife, and I don't want to work and all that. But then, you know, you never know how time and how situation takes you to, right? You never know. And then I joined as a Hindi teacher. But then I started realizing, you know, this is what I want, because I started loving children. I love children, you know, any age. Yes, I am passionate. I love any children, any age, you know, even teenagers, I get mingled with teenagers, even old age people, I get you know, you know, attached to them. So that's how I got into this. But then, you know, I was like, the school came up and said, no, we cannot take you after 5 years, long years, because those time, you know, there weren't any Hindi teachers. So I was the one who was from North, and I was born and brought up due to army background. Dad was in army, so I knew Hindi very well. So I got the job, but then I was out, and then I had to again, you know, go back to my college, join again the 12th course, complete my 12th. Then I did my BA, B.Ed, M.Ed, and I reached B.Ed was my distinction, M.Ed was my first class, and psychology with general administration and education, where I did in education management as well. So that is how my journey went, and being a single parent, you know, not everybody has that, you know, blessings of, you know, very cool and nice life as a, no, I think most majority of us, we are, you know, women are facing. So I had to, you know, my two kids, me, so my studies, my children's studies and all that. So it was not, you know, easy, and especially when you don't get support from anybody, you know. And then once the daughter is married, many families like, okay, it is your problem. You have to, like, we cannot give any support. Not all are that open, you know, especially the one who are like those days. It is done, शादी हो गया तो भाई हो गया, आपका आप अपने घर में भले, यहाँ पर आपका कोई काम नहीं है, right? It is like that. So that is how, yes, it was not a cakewalk. I had to do a lot of struggle, yes, but I'm happy because that struggle didn't put me down. In fact, I was like boosting me up to do more. What more can I do?
More can I do? There was an inspiration behind it. I was about to ask you, who was your inspiration? Any inspirational figure you want to mention here on our platform?
The inspiration, yes. I would always, I have in my family, I've always followed my uncle. He's the retired major, and you know, I totally, rather than my sisters, I'm the only one who's been brought up and grown in that environment. And I used to watch him, how punctual he is, how beautiful he is.
Time oriented, yeah.
He is, yes, he is my role model. But yes, my hardship did not bring me down, and in fact, yes, I like that made me more inspiring myself. You know, there is something which we should do, and most of them should get a lesson. Nothing can stop you if you really focus on what you want to do. Okay, this is where I tell everybody, and I feel like, you know, I cannot sit idle at all. Trust me, I have to do something or the other. I can never sit idle. So that is the mind which is, you know, always working. And then I came up with the idea of my work. I said, no, even if not a very high end company, or maybe, but still, at least I could give some job to some people. At least I would reach out to the rural or the semi-rural areas where I really want it.
So any good change you expect in society and you want to let us know on this platform, please share with us.
My only one message that I would like to share to the women fraternity is that let not anything stop you. Let not any difficulty that you're facing, face it. It is just a phase. You face it. You will be able to overcome. Nothing should stop you. Regardless, I am a single parent. It is an excuse that I give. I don't have finance. Yes, I don't have finance. I didn't give that excuse. I have no support. Yes, I didn't give that excuse. So when we give that, it is always an excuse to yourself for not moving in front. You just get on to the depression. So every woman or every girl or every the respected women, I say that don't stop, keep on going, reach to your goal, and any help, anytime, you know, I would be glad if you share it and then you tell them that you can contact her for anything that you need. I would be very glad to be helping them. And yes, this is my short, what you wanted to know, to my message to all the lovely women out there. It's not that, you know, I am a feminist sort of thing, but then
it is not about feminist.
I'm like, 56 by age. I'm still thinking that,
you don't look like, and you look so young, energetic, and ready to go for a startup.
Yes, you are comfortable in your zone. You are having a lovely family. You have money. You have everything. Yes. God bless. God bless. But every woman should be, in that comfort zone also make your own identity. There should be your identity. Because you are there, as we say in many of the videos. Yes, videos we get. I born again, be for husband, be for yes, happy. That's okay. Good.
That's part and part.
That is good. But at the same time, everyone should see what is your identity. Do something, get your niche, do something that would make you happy, and make it more lively in your own
Right.
self to
Why
enjoy
not?
that, to do and get your identity. That is what, makes me go all the way, every time. I just
Very good,
boost up
very good.
myself. I'm like, oh yeah, today I've
Very
done this
good.
and I'm happy for the day. That is what I feel like everybody should be doing that. And I would be very happy if, people come, any women that we want to get trained, we want to become teachers, we want to become trainers. Please tap me, call me anytime. I'm there on Facebook, Messenger. Please do. I would be glad to help you take into it, and then we can see how we can make you boost up in all
Great,
what you
great
have, the
words.
talent.
Great.
Each one is born with a talent. Each one has one or the other skill in them. They have to identify what skill they have. And sometimes you need somebody else to identify. So why not?
Deepest thanks from entire team of Maan Mahila. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.